The shrill ring of the phone pierced through Detective Alex Thorne's sleep. He sat up abruptly, his mind already racing. Glancing at the clock, he saw it was just past 3 in the morning. Calls at this hour rarely brought good news. He picked up the receiver, his voice gruff with sleep. "Thorne." The voice on the other end was urgent, laced with a distinct French accent. "Detective Thorne, we have a situation. It concerns a painting, a Van Gogh." Thorne's sleep-addled mind snapped to attention. Van Gogh! This was serious. He swung his legs over the side of the bed, his mind already piecing together the scant information. "Go on," he said, his voice now alert and focused. The voice on the other end continued, explaining the unthinkable. The sunflowers, one of Van Gogh's most celebrated works, had vanished from the Louvre Museum in Paris. Thorne grabbed his jacket, his mind already on the first flight to Paris. Paris was shrouded in a misty pre-dawn light as Thorne arrived at the Louvre. The imposing structure, usually teeming with tourists, was eerily quiet. He was met by Inspector Dubois, a man whose weary eyes betrayed the gravity of the situation. "Detective Thorne, thank you for coming," Dubois said, his voice heavy with fatigue. "This way, I will show you." They walked in silence through the vast corridors, their footsteps echoing on the polished marble floors. The Salon Carré, home to some of the Louvre's most prized Renaissance masterpieces, was cordoned off with police tape. The air was thick with tension and the smell of stale coffee. In the center of the room, surrounded by a cluster of grim-faced officers, hung an empty frame. The sunflowers, once a riot of vibrant yellows and oranges, was gone. Thorne approached the empty space, his eyes scanning every inch of the frame, the wall, the floor. He could sense the magnitude of the loss, the audacity of the crime. This was no ordinary theft. The meticulousness of the theft was baffling. The Louvre's security system, a state-of-the-art marvel, hadn't registered a single breach. No alarms, no forced entry, Dubois explained, his voice laced with disbelief. "It's as if the painting vanished into thin air." Thorne examined the security footage himself, but it was fruitless. The camera angles that should have captured the theft were inexplicably blank, as if someone had surgically removed the evidence. "They knew exactly what they were doing," Thorne muttered, more to himself than to Dubois. The lack of physical evidence was unsettling. No fingerprints, no footprints, no signs of struggle. The thieves, if there were more than one, had left no trace of their presence. It was as if they were ghosts slipping in and out of the Louvre with the ease of shadows. Thorne knew he was dealing with a criminal mastermind, someone who planned every detail with meticulous precision. This was more than just a heist, it was an audacious performance. The name surfaced in hushed whispers, uttered with a mix of awe and apprehension. The collector, they called him, a phantom-like figure who operated in the shadowy fringes of the art world. His reputation preceded him, a connoisseur of rare and stolen masterpieces, a man who valued beauty above all else, even the law. Thorne delved into the whispers, piecing together fragments of information about the collector. He was said to be a man of impeccable taste, with an encyclopedic knowledge of art history. His collection, rumored to be housed in a secret location, was said to rival the world's greatest museums, but acquiring such a collection came at a price. The collector was ruthless in his pursuits, stopping at nothing to acquire the objects of his desire. He moved in a world of secrecy and deception, surrounded by a network of informants, forgers, and thieves. Thorne realized that he wasn't just chasing a stolen painting, he was chasing a ghost. A legend whispered in art galleries and auction houses.